Hare Krishna. We are going to see a story about Ambalapuzha temple. Last week we saw how this temple was made and how the deity in the temple was kept for its balance, a tambulam. Okay. Today we are going to see a story related to this temple. There was once a king and he was a great chess player. He was devoted to Krishna, but still he had this ego in him. He possibly had quite a bit of ego about his game of chess also, capabilities in his chess game. One day a hermit came to court. One thing led to another. There was this conversation going on. And then the king was boasting about his game of chess, how good he is. And it came up to a challenge. As was a norm, they had to agree on what the winner would get. The king was sure of his victory and he said boastfully, "Whatever you ask for, I'm ready to give." The hermit said, "I'm a very poor man. I need just some grains of rice." That is, we are going to play the chess game. And there are 64 boxes in that. 64. And in the first box, you have to give 1 rice. Second box, 2 rice. 2 grains of rice. So it was decided. And the king immediately agreed to that. Unfortunately, the king lost and ordered the hermit to be given the prize. So the people from the court, they came. First, they brought in a sack of rice and started counting out the grains. 1 on the first square, 2 second square, 4 third square, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512. That was easy part. The 20th square needed 5,24,288 grains of rice. At 38th square, it was so much grains per gram of rice that it came to 13.8 kilogram of rice. The 27th square needed 1,766 kilo of rice. The 29th needed 7,064 kilogram of rice. And the 30th square on the chessboard needed 14,128 kilogram of rice. The king understood his mistake and he wanted people to contribute, and soon the granaries became empty. King's word is a word, isn't it? He had to keep up the promise, and so he begged to the hermit and said he would repay his grains of rice in time. And he prayed to Krishna of Ambalapuzha and asked for help. At that moment, the hermit changed his form, revealing that he was indeed the Krishna, the residing deity in Ambalapuzha. Krishna told the king that he need not pay his debt right away. All he needed to do was feed the devotees coming to the temple with Paal Payasam till the debt was complete. Saying this, Krishna disappeared. And to this day, devotees at the Ambalapuzha temple, Sri Krishna temple, are given Paal Payasam. Let us calculate how much rice the king of Ambalapuzha owed to Sri Krishna. To all the 64 squares on the chessboard, the king would need 485 440 million tons of rice. The world's annual production is 700 million tons of rice. So let us take all the world's rice production is used to fill up the squares of chessboard, doubling each time. We would need 694 years to fill the board. And current rice production in Kerala is just about 500,000 tons. There is a special mention about, unless we tell this, people will not know. In the preparation of Pal Payasam offered to Krishna of Ambalapuzha. The famous Pal Payasam, which is a preparation made of rice boiled in milk and sugar, is the prasadam or offering given to pilgrims from the temple. About 100 liters of this prasadam is prepared daily in this temple. It is believed that Lord Guruvayurappan and the Thiruvarpu Krishna come here daily to partake this payasam. This Ambalapuzha Paal Payasam is so divinely tasty that anyone fortunate enough to taste it will remember forever. We had the opportunity to visit this temple last year and we could still remember the taste of the Paal Payasam with the darshan of Krishna. Early morning we had the darshan there and it was such a blissful. The Jayanthi was doing the alangaram of Krishna. It was such a nice thing. Actually, how this is prepared. Required milk along with 4 times the amount of water is boiled for 5 hours. Then the required quantity of rice is added and boiled for another 45 minutes. Then for the next 6 hours, the payasam is constantly stirred. After 6 hours, that is the sugar which is not bleached or which doesn't contain any pesticide or chemicals to clean it, that is called Kandashari sugar. That is added and the payasam is boiled till it dissolves. Before putting the sugar, the cook shouts, Vasudeva, according to the locals. Some modern day researchers try to scientifically replicate this in their laboratory to find out what caused this payasam to have such a unique and delicious taste. They concluded that the taste was special on account of the type of firewood used in the kitchen where the Paal Payasam is made, and maybe the sooty atmosphere of the kitchen where this has been prepared for ages, that gives the special smoky flavor also. But the Paal Payasam is divine, like Krishna himself. Please subscribe to my channels, Jayanthi's 5-minute story. We will meet again with another story later. Thank you.